nestled between misty hills, there stood a grand but forgotten mansion. Its beauty had faded, shrouded in mystery, and whispered tales of a lingering presence. Emma, a young, spirited artist, inherited the mansion from her great-aunt. She was eager to fill its halls with warmth, unaware of the dark secrets within. As she explored the dusty rooms, she found herself charmed by the antique furniture, ornate fireplaces, and high ceilings, until her gaze fell upon the narrow staircase leading to the attic. Emma hesitated at the attic's door, an odd chill passing over her. She brushed it off, convincing herself it was simply the age of the house. But that night, as rain pattered against the windows, she heard something above her, a faint thump, followed by another. Her curiosity stirred. Driven by the sound, she crept up the narrow staircase, her heart pounding with each step, as if the very walls were alive, listening. The attic door creaked open. Dust swirled in the dim light, revealing old boxes, furniture, and in a corner, an ancient, looming mirror. Drawn to the mirror, Emma noticed her faint reflection, dulled by grime and age. But as she leaned closer, she saw something else, a figure, standing just behind her. A woman's face, pale and somber, with hollow, haunting eyes. Emma gasped, stumbling back, but in a blink, the figure had vanished. Over the next few nights, Emma couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. The house seemed to breathe with her every step, creaking with shadows. One evening, she saw the woman in the mirror again, her lips moving silently, as if trying to communicate. The ghostly figure of the woman, clothed in an old-fashioned dress, seemed trapped, her eyes pleading. Emma knew she needed answers. Emma decided to investigate, speaking to locals and scouring the town records. She learned about Eleanor, a woman who'd lived in the mansion a century ago. Eleanor had been young, in love, and tragically betrayed by her lover, who had locked her away in the attic, where she met a tragic fate. Emma's heart broke for Eleanor. She sensed the spirit's longing, her desire for peace. Determined, she decided to restore the attic, hoping it would bring comfort. As Emma began her work, she painted Eleanor's story, a tale of love, betrayal, and loss, covering the attic walls with scenes from Eleanor's life. Each brushstroke seemed to bring the attic back to life, the oppressive gloom lifting as Emma honored Eleanor's memory. The strange occurrences in the house began to fade. Emma felt a warmth returning to the mansion, as if Eleanor's spirit was finally finding peace. One night, as Emma finished her final painting, she looked into the mirror and saw Eleanor once more, this time, with a faint smile. Eleanor's image grew clearer, her eyes full of gratitude. For the first time, Emma felt a peaceful energy radiate from the attic. Eleanor's voice whispered faintly, "Thank you," and Emma sensed the weight of years of sorrow beginning to lift. Emma spent the following days bringing light into the mansion, opening the windows, letting in sunlight and fresh air. The once dark house felt like a home. The townsfolk noticed the change. They, too, felt the mansion's gloom lifting, and curiosity grew as rumors of a haunting began to fade. Emma shared Eleanor's story, recounting it to those willing to listen, painting scenes of the mansion's past for all to see. Each painting was filled with love and tragedy, capturing the essence of Eleanor's spirit, her story now preserved forever in art. As Emma's gallery grew, people visited from far and wide, enchanted by the story and the haunting beauty captured in her work. Though Emma no longer saw Eleanor, she felt her presence, warm and watching, like a guardian spirit, grateful and at peace. One night, a final image appeared in the mirror, a portrait of Eleanor, youthful and serene, free from sorrow. Emma touched the mirror's cool surface, feeling a sense of closure. She whispered, "You're free now, Eleanor." From that day on, the mansion remained filled with light, a place of peace where once there had been sorrow. Emma would tell her friends that sometimes, in the quiet of night, she still felt a breeze, as if Eleanor was saying thank you. The townsfolk, too, embraced the tale of Eleanor, transforming the mansion into a beloved part of their heritage. People visited not to see a haunted house, but to feel the love Emma had painted into the walls, honoring Eleanor's memory. People visited not to see a haunted house, but to feel the love Emma had painted into the walls, honoring Eleanor's memory. And so, the ghost in the attic became more than just a haunting, it became a story of redemption, remembrance, and peace. And so, the ghost in the attic became more than just a haunting, it became a story of redemption, remembrance, and peace. The mansion stood proudly on the hill, no longer feared, but cherished by all who knew its tale. The mansion stood proudly on the hill, no longer feared, but cherished by all who knew its tale. Though Eleanor's spirit had moved on, her story lived on, echoing in the hearts of those who visited. The town would remember the ghost in the attic not as a ghostly tale, but as a love letter to the past, and a reminder that even the darkest places can find light.